think the key factor for any entrepreneurship or anything that we do in work in life is enthusiasm. It's that enthusiasm or the energy that we say. We all have ideas, and by the time we bring that ideas to reality and make it a business model, there will be 2 lakh people who will come and say, or 2,000 people will say, chalega nahi karke. So what carries you from the idea stage to actual execution is your enthusiasm for it. So I think we can have a big good morning as if we are more than 100 people. Huh? Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. That's it. I think we all entrepreneurs to a large extent. I have sensed there has been a common bond wherever I have gone. I have met. Reading has been a good habit. In whatever background they come from. So Paulo Coelho's this particular sentence: you have a dream. The dream has come in the womb of the universe. It is the responsibility of the universe to fulfill the dream. The universe conspires to help you achieve your dream. It's very important. It's like Bible, Gita, or Quran for all of us. It's a small little story of a seagull which wants to fly like an eagle. Seagulls are birds which fly at between 10 to 15 feet high, and 15 feet की ऊंचाई पे उनका life thing is revolving around to catch dead fishes and fight amongst their friends for those dead fishes. Typical middle class family, typical small entrepreneurs who are trying to lead their life, making wealth for their family. That's the kind of thought process. And Jonathan वहाँ से there's a 10,000 feet cliff around the ocean, and he starts climbing on the ocean cliff, and from there he looks at the eagle and says, why can't I fly like an eagle? It's like, we start our life with small business, good ideas, and then somewhere we look at the Tatas, somewhere we look at the Infosys, somewhere we look at the Britannias and say, that's the eagle, we are small seagulls. Entrepreneurship is all about courage. You have a dream, you have an idea. The dream and idea is very big, but it requires a lot of courage to go ahead and give yourself to that particular dream. देखते रहता है, he doesn't throw himself, and one day after 3, 6 or 9 months, he throws himself into the winds of the ocean at 10,000 feet high. As usual, he doesn't know how to fly at 10,000 feet high. He comes crashing on the brick-like ocean, and as he comes crashing on the brick-like ocean, he bumps on the ocean bed and then unconscious हो जाता है. The waves brings him back to the ocean. His father, his mother, like our typical middle class, बोला था ये सब क्यों करना है? Take care of the small family business. Take care of your job in Infosys. That's more than enough for us. ये बड़े-बड़े eagle जैसा उड़ने की बात सब leave it to the big birds, to the Tatas, Ambanis and Birlas. Jonathan gets up as the sun's rays hits his eyes and says, no father, I want to fly like an eagle. And he climbs the mountain and he throws himself once, twice, thrice, and one day, after so many mistakes, he starts flying like an eagle. This is a small summary story. I use the word mistake also very important. Somehow our education system tells us to pass. Passing is very important. IIT mein jana is very important. 90% is very important. Failure is ridiculed. But entrepreneurship is all about trying 10 different things and failing. So the word for me was always, like in Jonathan's book is, he keeps on trying various things. He fails once, he fails twice, and then he touches the chord. So I thought food was a great opportunity. 100 crore population में से even 50 crore population target कर लो, साल में एक बार 10 रुपए का item खिला दो, it's a 500 crore opportunity. So as business at a starting stage, very important that we look at that vision है, but opportunity कितना बड़ा है, market को कैसा capitalize करोगे. So a lot of times I have seen people starting a business, but there are 2 ways to business. एक बोलते हैं दिल से करो, passion. दूसरा होता है दिमाग, maths. How big is the opportunity, the economics of the business. So somewhere this संतुलन between passion and intellect has to be there. वो क्या बोलता है, मन के पीछे बुद्धि को जासूस बना दो. तो somewhere वो मन बोलता है जो भी करो, but मन के पीछे बुद्धि को जासूस. तो you go and crash. Why Vada Pav? Okay, India is a multiple countries. North is one country, South is one country, West is one country. और पूरा इंडिया का कॉमन फूड ऐसा कुछ खास नहीं. तो एक कॉमन फूड क्या होएगा? पॉपुलेशन दिखता है ऐसा 100 करोड़, बट देयर इज नथिंग. वी हैव 3,000 गॉड्स, वी हैव सो मेनी लैंग्वेजेस. तो समवेयर वी फेल्ट, आई वाज बोर्न एंड ब्रॉट अप इन मुंबई. Typical Mumbai guy starts his day and ends it. Every day he has to bump into Vada Pav, wherever he is there. And outside VT station, 1999 or something, I saw that big M poster with the McDonald ka sign. And when we saw that, suddenly there was a Tela wala with a Vada Pav guy, that 56 holes baniyan chapan tikli bolte, and Vada Pav becha. So we would have, as usual, picked up our Vada Pav, got into the VT station. तो स्टेशन के अंदर जाते समय M दिख रहा था, huge 40 feet plus, burger का फोटो में था. तो Vada Pav in the hand and the burger looked like a very twin brother. That is anything between buns, this is anything between pav. That is mayonnaise, this is chutney. That is lettuce, this is chili. समवेयर इट लुक लाइक एग्जैक्टली लाइक रामो शॉप. एक भाई अमेरिका चला गया 40,000 प्लस आउटलेट, दूसरा भाई आज भी गरीब है, यू नो लाइक टिपिकल बॉलीवुड. तो दिस वॉज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट मोमेंट मोस्ट प्रोबेबली एट इज टॉकिंग. अगर ये ब्रांड बन सकता है, 40,000 आउटलेट हो सकता है, तो वड़ा पाव इज अवर इंडियन थिंग. एंड इट जस्ट इट नहीं तो डेली वड़ा पाव खाते थे, डेली अदर प्रोडक्ट्स के बारे में डिस्कस करते थे, नॉट अबाउट वड़ा पाव. एंड आई थिंक दिस वॉज द यूरोका मोमेंट. Now why vada pav? As entrepreneurs, to a large extent we go by form and we don't go by content. Common man. But as entrepreneurs, form is one but content is one. We have to see something which the others can't see. So when I looked at vada pav, people will say, तुझे लगता है वेंकी वड़ा पाव बम्बई के बाहर चलेगा क्या? No, this was the first question that is to ask. वड़ा पाव बम्बई के बाहर चलेगा क्या? So one thought process came that when you're thinking about a brand, when you're building up a business, you think little larger. सोचना है तो बड़ा ही सोचो, क्या कुछ छोटा सोचते. और इतनी तो when you look nationally, I said India is changing. What is happening? India is changing. The women have started working, and the kitchen is shrinking. So, fast food में तो which is the product which is fast? 5 मिनट में 50 मसाला डोसा कस्टमर को आप सर्विस कर पाओगे. दिस इज अ थॉट प्रोसेस. 50 मसाला डोसा, 5 मिनट में 50 पानीपुरी कस्टमर को सर्विस कर पाओगे. 5 मिनट में बम्बई के फुटपाथ में कढ़ाई से 50 वड़ा जरूर निकलता है. सो फ्रॉम ए प्रोडक्ट स्पेसिफिक, पाव के बीच में लगा के दे दो, इट फॉल्स इनटू डेफिनेशन ऑफ ए फास्ट फूड. सेकेंड, इट्स ए फिंगर फूड. अगर इडली और डोसा है तो सांबार चटनी लगता है, सांबार चटनी लगा तो प्लेट स्पून लगता है, प्लेट स्पून आया तो टेबल चेयर लग जाता है, टेबल चेयर आया तो रियल एस्टेट कॉस्ट गोस अप. एंड सबसे महंगा एनी मेट्रो में क्या कॉस्टली है? रियल एस्टेट. तो एक प्रोडक्ट पे एक रियल एस्टेट का कॉस्ट लगाना है. वाई वड़ा पाव इज सो सक्सेसफुल इन मुंबई? आध गाड़ी के बाद में लोगों को टेबल चेयर रियल एस्टेट को जरूरत नहीं, लेते हैं और भाग जाते हैं. फास्ट फूड, फिंगर फूड. थर्ड, ट्रेन के बाहर लटकते लटकते नो बोरीवली टू चर्च गेट, ट्रेन के बाहर लटकते लटकते वड़ा पाव. तो समवेयर इट्स अ फास्ट फूड, फिंगर फूड एंड अ मोबाइल फूड. दैट्स अ थॉट प्रोसेस दैट केम टू अस. सो व्हेन यू डेवलप अ प्रोडक्ट, व्हेन यू डू इट, देयर आर सम कोर एट्रीब्यूट्स फॉर व्हाटएवर प्रोडक्ट यू आर developing in the market. Idea stage. I think to a large extent, every entrepreneur builds his business on his skill or his strengths. So my skill strength was more of imagination, idea, storytelling, creative. So everybody will have. Some people will have great people sets, skills. तो people skills के ऊपर वो लोग business build करेंगे. Some people will have what you call the timing very well. So some people build the business on what? Some people build on who, relationships. Some people build on how. They know how to build systems. So how? Some people build on when. Stock market people. Rakesh Junjunwala. He knows this timing very well. So somehow we have to at an entrepreneurship level, what is our core skill sets? नहीं तो बहुत बार क्या हो जाता है, किसी और को देख के इमिटेट करके a what person is working on the who, a who person is working on the when. So it can be a damaging. So you have to say that this is my skill set, this is where I am going to give my 100%, and maybe बाकी सब चीज़ों के लिए I will get people who have got those kind of skill sets. So Mumbai was the thing that I had in mind. So again, you are born in a city, you are in love with that city. Vada pav is there in that city. So somewhere we felt Mumbai का एक language है. It's not Marathi, it's not UPite, it's not Madrasi. It's Mumbai का एक language है, मुन्ना भाई का language. Pudi, Rapchik, item, मुन्ना भाई, Goli. We said we'll call it Goli Vada Pav. There's a lot of objection. So Goli became name and Vada Pav became surname. तो इसमें branding था. तो रेड कलर हुआ तो बोला रेड इज़ गरम गरम बटाटा वड़ा, वाइट इज़ क्लीनलीनेस एंड मराठी मैन इनसाइड ऑफ द इंडियन मैन. सो दैट कम्युनिकेशन वाज वेरी वेरी क्लियर कि बहुत कॉम्प्लिकेट नहीं करते हैं. वी आर नॉट मैकडोनल्ड, वी आर नॉट पिज़्ज़ा हट, एंड समवेयर एट ए सर्टेन लेवल दैट कलर इटसेल्फ सजेस्ट व्हाट वी स्टैंड फॉर. द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर एनी एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप और बिजनेस इज पायलट. बहुत बार क्या करते हैं, हरा करी करके बड़ा 5 करोड़ लोन ले लेते हैं और बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट करते हैं. आई थिंक पायलट इज समथिंग विच यू डू एक्सपेरिमेंट इन ए लेबोरेटरी. So this pilot we did in Kalyan. They saw the same vada pav, but vada pav में they could see a value. Branding हुआ है, stainless steel का equipment हुआ है, uniformed है. A consumer sees a value into that. The present है 20 जन लगे हैं and सब 20-20 साल से ठेला लगा के जमा है उधर, you know. And it also was very important. Kalyan had this typical Marathi population, and this product had a base foundation of Mumbai, but also महाराष्ट्र. सो इसे इनको अगर ये टेस्ट पसंद आया तो सबको पसंद आ जाएगा. सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट वेर यू डू ए पायलट इज़ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. आई ऑलवेज से वी डू बिजनेस पैशनेटली, बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू डिसीजन मेकिंग इट हैज़ टू बी विथ अ लॉट ऑफ एनालिसिस. कि देयर आर सम 200 issues when you start up a business. At a pilot, you get a chance is at the entrepreneurial level, what are those key issues that you have to take it up, which will take you to the next level. So as Manak said, scale. I had this in mind, scale. All over India, 500 दुकान, 1000 दुकान लगाना है. और इतनी, so अगर ये लगाना है और existing problems में से one biggest problem I faced, there are so many financial problem था, marketing problem था, HR labor related issues were there, you know, quality issues were there, but one most important thing, licensing issues were there. I felt was that ये सब छोड़ो, the core is what the product. Product में क्या है? Wastage was eating our business. So one of the biggest thing was that wastage kills the food business. You can't do scaling up. You said the most important thing, scaling up. The word is scaling up. If scaling up is built in your DNA, some of the entrepreneurship, they have big dreams. Scaling up is there. But कैसा होता है? वो बच्चा पैदा होते समय बर्थ डिफेक्ट होता है. क्या होता है? तो बर्थ डिफेक्ट हो गया तो फिर स्केल अप नहीं हो सकता है. So the birth defect in our business was wastage. Second was pilferage. Third was cook-based dependence, which I felt was going against scaling up. So at a starting stage of your business, if you want to scale up your business very fast and make it very big, ये क्या बोलते हो? DNA पे काम करना होता है. क्या बोलते हो? जाके वो तो कोट हो गया ना, तो that changes the thing. Lot of people when they start the business, they get into operations. We come again from MBA background. So process and system is a great word. What is it? Process and systems, which is operation. I also wrote my book. We did process and system. Suddenly I discovered, I want to give you an example. Britishers were great administrators, and today that administration is called operations in modern management. Vasco da Gama came to India before the Britishers. Okay. अगर वास्को डा गामा इंडिया फाइंड नहीं करता था, ब्रिटिशर्स कहाँ से आके ऑपरेशन करता था. सो बिजनेस इज ऑल्सो बिटवीन एक्सप्लोरेशन एंड ऑपरेशन. व्हाट इज इट? Exploration and operation. I gave up whatever I was doing on operation to my co-founder and said, let me go and explore technology. Let me go and explore something. So sometimes you have to give up. तो बहुत बार क्या करते हैं, डे टू डे वो फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट, डे टू डे प्रोसेस सिस्टम, डे टू डे HR करते करते वी लूज दैट बिग पिक्चर ऑफ स्केलिंग अप. एंड वी स्टार्टेड गोइंग बैक टू साउथ बॉम्बे कि पैसा रेस करते हैं, बिकॉज बैंकर बोला सब कुछ अच्छा है, टेक्नोलॉजी आ गया है. एंड लकीली बिफोर फंड रेजिंग आई ऑलवेज फेल्ट दैट वी नीडेड समथिंग यूनिक to talk to your investors. Are you with me? Something you have to be justified. The moment the technology came in, Vista came in, that's when we started hunting in a very big way for fundraising. Before that, कोई आता था बात करते थे वो सब. And the day I started the store, the day we started the store, I had dialed a specific person. किसी से नंबर लेके. Third day from my co-founder's house, and this person, it was going into some answering machine. In some which country I don't know, but every day सवेरे चाय पीते समय उसके घर पे मैं फ़ोन करता था. एंड ए पर्टिकुलर बंदे को थर्ड डे और फिफ्थ डे आफ्टर द स्टोर ओपन. तो लोग बोलते हैं फंडिंग के लिए कभी जाना है. इफ़ यू आर बिजनेसमैन, इफ़ यू वांट टू स्केल अप एंड बिग बिजनेस, आई थिंक फंडिंग इज ए कंटिन्यूस activity. And very man who was very strong, he was a Citibank MD. He had a good background. People used to respect him at one point of time as a big financial services guy. And we wanted, अरे wow, है ना? I have tried him first 2004. एक 20-25 अब भूल गया है, उसको टच भी नहीं है. And suddenly lands up. This we also wanted good funding value. We wanted a value for the business. You can't sell the dream very cheap. Luckily, he was a man with big imagination, and my ex-boss also Sanjay. And they said, we'll give you for a 25 lakh turnover company. What is it? 25 लाख का टर्नओवर है. नॉर्मली P मल्टीपल कितना होता है? 4 टाइम्स, 8 टाइम्स. कितना हो जाएगा? 2 करोड़. कब सब जन हमको 2 करोड़ की वैल्यू दे रहे थे. एंड आई वाज स्टक ऑन दिस फिगर ऑफ 50 crores. कितना? 25 लाख और 50 में बहुत गैप है ना? तो हाउ मच टाइम मल्टीपल्स? 100, 200 times. He signed a check and gave it to us, saying that ठीक है 45 crores value. So very important that don't think anything कि irrational नहीं है. तुम्हारा बिजनेस है, तुम्हारा आइडिया है, तुमको मालूम है इसमें कितने ऊपर नीचे होने वाला है. Don't sell your dream and go to the right investors.